나 이거 올드월드 블루스 쉬울 거라 생각했는데 생각보다 난이도가 보통이 아니야. 애들 너무 세. 그리고 너무 안 죽어. 체력이 레벨도 높아서 그런가 난이도 때문에 그런가 체력 펌핑이 너무 심해. 애들 다 미친듯이 안 죽어.
Time to fight.
못 있어. 더러운 놈들. 아! 피해. 좀 점프로. 별것도 아닌 게 언제 들어왔어? (38레벨) 저력을 무시하지 마라.
Fighting over. This one looks pretty tough. Was that all? This one looks pretty tough.
또 왔어? 뭐 에이씨, 내가 스크린샷 눌렀나? 들어올 때 분명 스팀팩 100개 있었는데 슬래셔랑 사이코도 다 쓰고 터보도 거의 다 썼네. 잡지는 너무 쓸데없이 많은 것 같아.
That's all.
깡 레벨이 높아지니까.
This one looks pretty tough.
다 터져라. 아. 못대로 라이트 비전이었다 아니었다 그러네. 여긴 체력처가 안 뜨지? 맞는 거야 안 맞는 거야? 한 마리. 리필 됐는데? 두 마리. 세 마리. 또 39렙이겠다. 몹들이 세니까 경험치도 많이 줘. 죽었다. 이게 안 맞아? 왜 로보마이트랑 걔들끼리는 또 안 죽여? 존나 알고리네. 지들끼리는 안 쏴주려 안 죽여. 더러운 놈들이. 이게 버리고 어디가? 언제 왔어? 코 빠지기 장인인가? 어디 갔어? 또 뭐야? 또 누구야? 어떤 놈이 쏘는 거야? 어디서 총 주고 와가지고 도끼 버리고 총 주고 뿌이 안 맞냐?
Injecting
근데
Stim
95%던데? 어디가? 싸워 어디가? 왔어 싸워. 원래 인간형 쪽 몇 발 안 싸고 죽는데. 와 이게 안 맞는다고? 야, 그렇게 빗나가게 하는 것도 힘들겠다 임마. 아 뒤에 또 나이트 스토커 왔어. 어디 갔어? 똥개새끼 어디 갔지? 뭐가 죽어있네? 파밍은 안되네? 죽어있는데?
If you see Robo-Scorpions, do not attempt to fight them. They will shoot you with their robotic stingers, and then possibly explode.
뭐야 나오는 애들 터지는데? 데드머니 목걸이라도 돼있나? 오 폭탄 목걸이 레벨 올랐네. 다 뭐 한 번씩 책 한 번씩 읽으면 다 올라가. 총기도 올려야겠다. 퍽 때문에 올려야 되네. 안 고장
Was that
났다.
all?
수리법 좀. 이거 존나 재밌게 쓸 수 있겠는데? 고칠 수만 있으면은 재밌게 쓸 수 있겠어. 분신해가지고 채운 다음에 나가서 누르기만 하면은 다 죽을 수 있어. 아 그러면은 방금 나오기 전에 죽여봤어야 돼. 그거는 조작 안 났을 거 아니야. 터졌으니까. 아 그럼 기폭창치를 못 찾나? 내가 들고 있을 때 나갈 때 터지려나?
Uh-oh.
뭐.
That's all.
여기
Time to fight.
라고 생각했는데. 우리다. 대화 좀 하자. 유니크 무기가 저건가? 그냥 인가 나.
Fighting over.
안 뜨네. 안 떠. 잠깐 봐볼까? 유니크 무기 어디 있는지.
Uh-oh.
센트리 보시냐? 아니 임플란트 수술 하나 봤는데 8,000 캡인데 씨. 저리 꺼져. 근데 유니크 무기를 두 개씩 놓냐 왜? 여기 어떻게 들어갔어 거기? 잠깐만요. 이걸 춘을 해오네. 난 계속 빨아야겠는데? 하나만 들어봐. 스트레스 데미지 있다. 안 터져. 장전 속도가 너무 혐오적이야. 중거리인데 장전식은 무슨 샷건 형식이야. 아니 어떻게 그렇게 과학 발전을 했다면서 센트리봇 조종권 하나 탈취를 못하지? 로봇이 거의 다 날 죽이려고 해. 여기 만난 애들.
Uh-oh.
인신시험 다 터지면 한 방이다.
Dr. Klein or Dr. Boros?
또 있다. 뭐냐 저거?
Anyone who can understand these messages, you do not belong here. We will find you.
터져라! 올드 블루스에서 에일리언 블라스트 탄약만 어떻게 회복해줄 수 있으면 좋을 텐데. 있다. 아, 하나만 더 찍고 갈까? 적당히 이동도 못할 텐데. 상학 연구.
Greetings, citizen. Greetings, citizen.
똑똑한 조명.
How can I illuminate?
Between you and me,
아, 이거 퀘스트 되게 길어. 현장 연구. 아이, 뭐 또 오디오 샘플 또 있어? 끝나지 않는 퀘스트인가? 내 사이드 퀘스트가 이것밖에 없네. 여기가 아니야.
Might I be of service?
이거 아쉬운데 이걸로 뭔가 할 수 있지 않을까.
Oh, you're back.
과학이 모자르는 아니니까 딱히 과학이 필요 있진 않지. 플리지에 한 4개 있는 것 같은데 한 번에 챙기면 좋은 거. 아, 되게 귀찮았구나. 내가 잘못했나. 갖다 줘야겠다. 뭐가 있다는 거지? 다 전기물 마시려는 게 아니고. 아, 이거 방향이 있구나. 또 바로 다음 거냐? 메인캐랑 같이 진행하면 되겠네 이거. 폴아웃 3인가? 가상세계에 갇혀서 탈출하는 퀘스트 있지 않았나?
This one looks pretty tough.
죽어라 아빠들아.
as unnoticed as me. Was that all?
바로 옆에 있구나.
Ready, steady, fighting.
오, 방사능이 무슨. 근데 안 생각해. 오, 세네. 무조건 터트려야 되나?
This one looks pretty tough.
우리가 막 오랜만이네. 다 그때 다 팔아. 그리고 안정제, 소고기, 구운 사마귀.
Mission of hostilities complete.
약발을 이길 수 있는 건 없다 이 게임에서. 이야, 너무 많이 들어있다. 쓸모있는 것 같아. 근데 체력 얼마나 쓸까? 저거 꽤 많이 때렸는데. 야, 이거 7,000원이나 해? 비싼 무기인지 몰랐다. 다 챙겨가야지. 니카 파밍은 항상 중요하지. 리콘 아머 은신이 붙네. 무거워서 들고 오기 좀 그렇다. 타치 하나 먹고 하려고 96kg 맞춰놨지. 아 여기 와서 이거 긴급종료 잘 만기 하면은 멈추는구나. 그거 안 맞춰도 되잖아. 그럼 근데 뺑 돌아와야 되네. 저 하려면. 안녕.
Yo! You seem familiar somehow. A little hard to see you. Can you walk into my left? Depth perception is a problem with this old monitor of mine. Should look at getting the visual nerves reattached. It's just that the right eye would see. Would you care? I have all sorts of them. I forget them all not long after, though. Really? That implies preconceived notions. Do you? And does it even want to go back?
독립적인 뜨가 의견이 강한 친구네 내가.
The ghosts aren't real? That changes everything. Oh, I was probably tripping hard on Psycho. Did I? Maybe I... You and your brain are... Dr. Mobius.
그들의 이름을 계속.
Now... Dr. O, which is actually not... Really? There have been other... Yes, very good. I should have mentats in any event. My threat it prompted them to... Oh. I'm having them...
뇌랑 대화해서 협상이야. 왔다.
Well, well, look who finally dragged themselves in out of the waste. Barring the unlikely event...
다시.
Ah, the meat has... Ah! Yes, well, believe me, the opposite is equally true. Good. Well, I see sarcasm hasn't eluded you. Well, that's a fine how do you do. Me, quote, I'm not the one that makes us clamber around Technus-infested ancient vaults. Oh, and have we forgotten who got us shot in the head and buried in a Fun? Fun? Is tetanus fun? The things you do with our body are suicidally dangerous. I'm not going. Look at it from my perspective. Here I have peace, quiet, and in your head, I've got poison. Do you know how much more you can get done when you're not? Overrated biological feedback. Believe me. I suppose you're. Indeed. I suppose there might be some advantage to that, yes. Well, unfortunately, even if I could settle myself back in your skull and reconnect all those we would have to make use of Dr. Klein's lab. And you believe them? Once I'm delivered into their clutches, they'll find a way past. Well, I suppose. Right. I suppose now that we're reunited, you'll want to fill your torso up with those other meat. Personally, I think your upgrades are quite a bit better. But now that I'm with you. Right then, off we go. Climb.
유쾌한 녀석인데. 이거 엔딩 끝나면 자동으로 귀환되나? 퀘스트가 그러면은 빈약한데? 얼마 안 돼서 끝나잖아. 특히 메인 큐만 달리고 뭐 사이드 퀘스트 안 돌리면 엄청 빨리 끝나겠네. 또 전달이 많다.
Time to fight. Guys dealt with.
길이 어떻게 되지?
Ready, steady, fighty. Cessation of hostilities complete. This one looks pretty tough. Fighting over. Ready, steady, fighting. Of hostilities complete. Sneaking done. Fighting now. Was that all? Time to fight.
뭐야 여기서 뭐 안 챙겼는데? 바로 마크가 저기
Bad guys dealt with.
You got some plans for me.
Oh, please, please! Oh, sweet, sweet!
어떻게 하냐?
What's the hat? What's the hat?
가란.
You require some addition. Don't mess with me, pal. I got a heating element with your name on it.
저기 가네.
Might I be of service?
와, 캡 들어가는 것 봐. 이거 다음에 어떻게든
Might I
얻어서.
be of service?
아, 수리가 아니라.
I bet no
Might
one
I
has
be of
ever been
service,
as
sir?
unnoticed as me.
레이어 하나밖에 안 주었냐 내가? 결합과 강화 무기도 이렇게 비쌌어? 이거 다 챙길걸. 와, 걔 무시했는데. 임플란트를 받으려면 돈이 필요하다 이 말이다.
You require some additional.
근데 황무지에서 받았던 것보다 되게 별로다. 음료내 방사능 제거, 음식 섬취, 이게 제일 괜찮아 보이지 않아? 이거 뭐 키켜봐야 카사도를 얼마나 잡는다고. 이미 전설이 카사도까지 다 잡았는데. 좀 빨라진 것 같기도 하고. 아, 저장하고.
You require some additional.
네, 없음. 랭크까지 있네. 뽕마장 얼굴이 우척추 있지 않냐?
You require some additional.
원래대로 들어왔지만 2배로 준 거야.
No, that scalpel. This scalpel.
플라트 몇 개 했다가 뭐 이것저것 하니까 더 이상 인간이 아니야. 제대로. 아, 여기 역시 마지막 퀘스트잖아. 퀘스트 하면 끝나는 것 같은데? 일단 한번 들어갔다 와봐. 대화도 못하네.
You should really see. Finds an impatient man. The lobotomite returns. Our lobotomite. I recommend. Now, your brain. And what could we possibly have? That is the most insane thing I've ever... Besides, there's no... You speak the truth. That's no... It could have escaped. I have
여기서 레벨 몇 올려서 한 5렙 올린 것 같은데? 야, 이거 미리 알았으면 40레벨 왔으면 훨씬 쉬워졌을 텐데. 이거 막 퍽이 한 능력치 100대마다 막 좋은 퍽 하나씩 있었으면 좋겠다. 무기 100이면 뭐 있고, 뭐 에너지 100이면 뭐 있고, 매력 10이거나 힘 10이거나 그럴 때 퍼 하나씩 있으면 좋을 텐데. 근데 뭐 찍지? 쓸만한 거 없는 것 같은데? 이거 좋아 보이네. 확실히 총기잖아. 에너지 무기 해나가 안 되나? 그럼 필요 없고.
The teddy bear lobotomite. As it had been in the years before
끝나네,
the Great
나가면.
War, Big Mountain, the Big Empty, became home to one of the brightest minds of the 23rd century. The courier watched over the Big Empty for years to come, caring for it and keeping its discoveries safe until they were needed to help others. Which had always been Big Mountain's purpose. Past the laboratories and science, it had always been intended as a place to build the future of all mankind.
The courier had scoured much of the Big Empty, although secrets still remained in the crater's depths. Perhaps that was for the best, however. Curiosity, while sometimes rewarded for its efforts, often proves to be equally dangerous.
Dr. Mobius continued his research undisturbed in the Forbidden Zone. As much as he had attempted to create better scorpions, he tried the same with humanity, with considerably less success. These failures didn't bother him overmuch. Once the rush of mentats wore off, he forgot he had failed in any event. After all, the bright young mind who had come to visit him in the Forbidden Zone had already exceeded his expectations.
The sink atop the dome bustled with the voices of a small town, constantly chirping, arguing, and snarling at each other. Still, this all happened productively in the interests of its new owner. The Sync Central Intelligence Unit discovered, despite its inversion code, it was comforted by the sense of community the other personalities gave it.
The Biological Research Station, obsessed with seeding everything in sight, requested a transfer to the X-22 Botanical Garden, so that it might, in its own words, sensually fertilize the garden's smooth contours. The garden sent back a polite refusal, saying it had prior commitments with a vault it had helped infect before the war.
The book chute continued to devour all seditious materials until it nearly choked on a paperclip. It adamantly maintained it was a Chinese paperclip, and the whole thing had been an elaborately orchestrated assassination attempt. Whatever the reason, it slowed down for a while, carefully appraising each document and clipboard that came to it.
The light switches continued to bicker and flicker.
This persisted until the day someone dropped a flashlight in the sink, and the two of them united in their hatred of the showboat.
The sink continued to ruthlessly scrub any particulate matter that came near it. Eventually, it gained access to the magnetohydraulics plant and nearly flooded all the Big Empty in an attempt to scrub the crater clean. Once it learned of the innovative toxins plant, however, it gained new purpose. It sought to develop antitoxins to flush into its drains and counteract the poisons bleeding into the soil.
The toaster continued its psychotic spree, reducing all appliances in range to scrap electronics and spare parts. After one of its more psychotic episodes, however, the other Sync personalities decided enough was enough and dumped the toaster in a bathtub. Sparking and hissing, the toaster swore its enemies would rue the day when they had bread and no way to toast it.
Muggy did his best to collect coffee cups, although in his quest, he accidentally trapped himself in Higgs Village.
아 진짜 미친 것 같아.
It might have been the end for poor Muggy. Except, he found it peaceful there, tidying up the kitchens of the think tank professors back when they had been flesh and bone. Well, except for Dr. O, who was an asshole for having created Muggy in the first place. Muggy left O's house deliberately dirty, punishing the dishes and cups that lived there in blind revenge for serving Dr. O.
Blind old Jefferson, with sounds the courier brought him, created a symphonic counter-frequency that saved Big Mountain from sonic invasion in 2910. If you didn't hear about it, good. It was rumored by the other tell the personalities that he had a brief fling with the light switches. Although he forgot their names once too often and was soon left in the dark as punishment.
Autodoc, always gentle and methodical, kept sewing up the courier in all the right places when the skin split open from repeated wear and tear. The Autodoc was just glad to have purpose again. It heard its simpler brothers and sisters who got shipped to the Sierra Madre were bored out of their skulls in that toxic, dead city. In time, the Autodoc found a way to deactivate the Y-17 trauma harnesses, releasing the corpses they had held prisoner for almost 200 years.
As the courier ran through the X-8 facility multiple times, the computers analyzed the test subject's movements. Rather than performing a superficial observation, they realized the subject barely knew what communism was, or even what a high school was. This confused them for a time, until the facility finally realized that its research had succeeded. So it let its cyber dogs out into the wastes to help protect small communities from physical aggression rather than communist propaganda.
The infiltration program in X-13 felt spent, having repeatedly upgraded the stealth suit until it could upgrade it no more. It felt warm, fulfilled, and a bit sluggish. It realized not long after, the stealth suit had left it without so much as a note on the nightstand. So the infiltration program sent out robo-brains into the wastes, looking for its wayward technology. It eventually found Repcon HQ and set up a new research center, testing and murdering fiends who kept breaking into the facility.
The courier, organs intact, continued onwards, a little less heavy of step, but with all the organs in the right places, as they should be. After all, brains can develop a life of their own when left to their own thoughts, and the courier's brain was more clever than most.
Dr. Klein and the think tank remained alive, unaware of the world outside. They looped through their daily routine, none the wiser about the world beyond, although perhaps wiser was the wrong word. The world outside belonged to the courier, and if anyone would shape it, well, the courier had already called dibs.
There is an expression in the wasteland, old world blues.
It refers to those so obsessed with the past they can't see the present, much less the future, for what it is.
They stare into the what was, eyes like pilot lights, guttering and spent, as the realities of their world continue on around them.
Science is a long, steady progression into the future. What may seem a sudden event often isn't felt for years, even centuries to come.
In the times following the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, however, old world blues took on a new meaning.
Where once it was viewed as a form of sadness, nostalgia, it became an expression describing the potential for the future.
It can be easy to see science as evil, technology unchecked as the source of all ills, all misfortunes.
With the courier at the helm, science became a beacon for the future. There was old world blues, and new world hope. And hope ruled the day at Big Mountain.
We could say more, but the stories in the Big Empty speak for themselves. Now armed with the transportal Ponder, the courier could return to the dome at any time and crack open the secrets of the Big Empty one by one. The sink sat vigilant, waiting for its master to return, shoes covered in Mojave dust. Only one road yet remained, and it was one the courier had to walk alone.
세이트는 없구만. 그럼 이중에 엔진 봐 상관없겠다. 빙 바우티 포탈된 경기. 미친 포탈된 경기라니.
Want to push my buttons?
Might I be safe in these?
근데 이 돈 받는다는 게 말이 되냐? 어차피 이용하는 사람은 한 명인데 너무한 거 아닌가? 다 하려면 엄청 들겠어.
The lobotomite who saved...
얘들도 별
So is Mobius as twisted as he looked in person?
Thank you for what you... I feel an odd...
뭐 도전 과제 때문에 모든 걸 다 방문하거나
The teddy bear lobotomy. please, please, please tell me you stomped Dr. O's brain into a fine pig. Who's the flatware bitch now? Oh!
진짜 미친가. 진짜 미친놈인가.
You.
Are precisely where Sir has
You're back!
left them, and should the toaster say otherwise,
I trust matters regarding your
I remind Sir that it is a waste room.
I understand you're to be... You outbrained the big...
So you beat the big...
야, 총알 무게 줄어가지고 139까지 들어갔다. 됐다, 이제 여기까지 하자. 엔딩 봤네.